Hi, and welcome back to Disco Elysium, where we wanted to call the library from Kim's Cooper's Kanima. Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line. I've already introduced you to their librarian. Contacting your call in 2-1. Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer? He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call. I'm looking for any information that you can provide on Billie Méjeans, a reader. Billie Méjeans, you said? Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database. On Moreau Drive in Central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps, far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old Grail computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves, looking for a paperback. Yes, hello, are you still there? You can hear him fiddle with the printout. I found Billie Méjeans' home address. Is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately. They're too poor to have a phone on. Yes, home address is fine. Here we go, so Rue de Saint-Just Lane, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Capeside apartment, it says. That's all. Apartment number 20 here. That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it? Yeah, that's bidding, I know. Do you have any other information on Billie Méjeans? It just says here that they returned the last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day. Do you know someone who was? Marie? Marie, do you remember a reader named Billie Méjeans? They returned a Thibault book the other day. You hear someone answer from afar. Maurice, what? Yes, okay, if it was the police. She starts explaining something. Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billie's husband who returned the book. He also asked for a new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet. Good, you have a name now. So Billie Méjeans was a woman, not a man. How did your colleague know that it was her husband? Marie knows Billie. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some book for her, and then goes for a little drink later on the lookout. Do you know the husband's name? So I know Marie only knows him by sight. Can Marie describe to me how the husband looked like? Marie? She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he had a drink or two the last time she saw him. What was he wearing? Oh, 1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying attention to that. Thank you, that's all from me. I have no other questions. Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer. Anything else? Nope. We're done. Go to Billie Méjeans' apartment to deliver the bad news. It's in apartment buildings north of Martinez, apartment 20. Let's go there now. Yes, now. Oh, she isn't here anymore. When I was in the apartment, there was one apartment I couldn't enter, but there was an interactable person behind that, which was most certainly an oversight by the game designers. And I assume that's the same lady that's been standing in front of the bookstore all the time. I asked her if her husband was missing, and she said no, and he's dead. This is number 20. No, that's number 10. Okay. Number 20 must be up on the balcony then. Oh, it's the door that I couldn't interact with before. I could interact with, but it was closed and did nothing. Must be this one. A weathered brown door, the number reads 20. Something smells good. Soup à l'ongin... Onion soup. The lieutenant motions you to go ahead and knock. This is the door, you already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard. Get yourselves together, it's just police work. Don't knock, just leave. You don't need this. You don't need to set it up. Hold on, Kim, we should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect? You're right, let's talk this through. He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit. You hear some light footsteps and what appears to be a daily weather forecast playing on the radio. We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billie Méjeans. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billie herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. That's why it's usually done in pairs. You got this? I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary. Do you have any advice? Dad? I don't know. I don't say that you know how they feel. You don't. Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't. What if I don't want to do this? Yes, it's hard. But there's no easy way to handle this information. It just has to happen as soon as possible. I'm ready. Knock.
Hello? Who is it?
And someone turns down the radio. Is this Billie Méjeans' home? This is the police. Please open the door.
Police? A moment, please. Give us a moment.
You hear shuffling inside, tidying up nervously. There's fear in her
Come
voice.
in. The door is open.
I'm not feeling good about this. Is this the woman? Might be. An empty pack of red Astra cigarettes hidden under the bed. The same brand of cigarettes you found in the trash next to the deceased. Packages of humanitarian aid macaronis. Some leftovers kept warm on a stovetop. Smells like buckwheats and onions here. Yeah, onion soup. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Can't they afford curtains? A short-drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. Oh my god, they have a dead child. Poster for contemporary pop stars adorn the walls. A textbook for high school mathematics, trigonometry mostly. The clock is ticking away with odd cheerfulness. Ticking makes you anxious, rings hollow in the room.
It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
She smiles nervously before the smile vanishes from her face.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billie. Would you like something to drink? Or tea, lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own there. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead? Thanks, but I'm alright. Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what. She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face. No, this is something much worse. Is he in the hospital? How bad is it? How about some small talk before the break the news? Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place. Okay. Kim is here. I identified the leather jacket, I identified the library card, I discussed things through with Kim, and I have the lieutenant's handkerchief to give to her when she cries. Tell her about the dead body. You've done this before, just keep your focus. Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband Victor Méjeans was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk. What did you say? A great and terrible spike, the blood freezes in her veins. Your husband, Victor Méjeans, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am. Oh, she touches her neck, her eyes pale like pearls in seawater. Oh, but he was just... She looks at the kitchen table where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray. But he was just here, alive. We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am. What happened to him? It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head. Was he drunk? Yes. I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold? How long had he been there? If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever. It's the truth. It's the truth. 2 days, maybe. She blinks, eyes welling up with tears as her hands start searching for something from the pockets of her dress. Here, take this. Give her the handkerchief. Yes, thank you. She smiles a small, terrified smile, then wipes away her tears. She looks disoriented. Is there anything we could call for you? A friend? Anyone? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you? No, I just need to tell my girls. The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly. It burns like acid. God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home? No, a day. No, take a day to recover. You will be better No, I may be having a very strong reaction to that, but I always hate it when bad news are being delayed. Yes, they should know. Do you want us to call them and ask them here? No, I'll do it myself. She breathes in again, holding onto her left side like she's in pain. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him? We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier. A very good call. He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information. Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you? No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still... Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if... I'm very sorry, ma'am. Lieutenant nods at the woman, then looks back at you, his voice lowered. We should step outside and talk. Set the library card by her. Leave the room. That was not funny. That's police work. That's the worst thing in police work. I'm pretty sure.
You did well.
The lieutenant says as soon as you left the apartment, the balcony feels cool and quiet with a stunning view over the district. What now? I'll call the station when we are finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased. What about Billie and her kids? They'll manage. They have to. It's not your place to live their lives. That's it? That's it. We should get back to our case now that the duty out here is done. Alright, this is closed then. Let's go. Just like that. It's closed. And it's closed. Okay. Whew. That was not... Wow. But that's police work. And I think the developers did a good thing by putting this into here. Showing the real police work. And what it's really like. I should have put no parking on that thing. Was there something on the roof there? No, it's just rubber. It looked like it's interactable, but no, it didn't have a green outline. Okay, thousands of people we have to speak to. Titus.
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help. What, that copper? You want us to help little old ladies now? You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction. Yeah, we'll send someone out who is... Wait, it's the pigs, isn't it? Yep, her. Good poor lady, don't worry, we'll handle this. I think she's got some family in Corona or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints. Hey, wasn't Everett's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something? Yeah, I think you're right, Jean. She have something of yours, pig? Whatever you do, don't admit to these punks you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do. She had my gun. You absolute fool. You're fucking with me. Your gun. She had your fucking gun. Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pig got his gun to the pigs. The big man stares as you still too stunned to even drink his beer. Well, at least I can see you've got it back. If you have any questions. We also already said that I lost my gun. I got a minus on one of the checks for that. What's her name? Her real name? Auntie LaPlante. We always call her something LaPlante. Marianne, amigo. Marianne, amigo. He says, purring himself another time. Marianne, amigo LaPlante. No, it's Marianne LaPlante. The big guy nods, drinking his toast. Anything else you wanted to know? Who was she? Was, like before, just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago, never came to visit, never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did rides by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still. Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then. The children kept her together. How did she get like this? Got wanting to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit, I don't really know. Anyone knows why she started acting like a pig? No fucking clue. It's gotta be crazy. Be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig? Someone who wanted to set the word right before it ends. Ever think of that? No, I didn't, because I'm not fucking stupid, Polizont. Yeah, cop, that's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pig's level weird. But whatever gets you through the day. Where did she get all her cop gear? Don't know. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach. Police paraphernalia don't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it. Station 41, a man carries a crate of rusted unused badges. You think these would net us something at the annual auctions? A boarding detective drags a comp futilely across his head. Shit, who'd want those? Just dump them into the river. Thanks for helping out with this one, Titus. No problem, cop man. We take care of the mentally ill here in Martinez. And that right, boys? Sure enough. And we got that. Yep. Lena.
Oh, sweetie. I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
It was just on my way while I was working the case. 8-eyed Terratorn tie. I get a new tie. Here I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, masculine origin. The pin is an antique, quite special. The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's the shape of an avian skull, with 8 eyes. You never told me you've seen the phasmid. Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings. Ramblings nonsense. Your description of the phasmid the most precise we've ever had. But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right. You were a child, my dear. Really, it's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on, tell our friend about it. She's proven his interest in the field. Reflexively, Lieutenant readies a family notebook. Well, it was a summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember, when all of a sudden... Where was this and how old were you? I'm getting out of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there. She just started forming memories, real memories, not the billowy haze of infanthood. What happened? The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved, not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds. Did you follow it? I tried, but I was only shot. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there, knee-deep in mud, looking around me. Where did you go? Don't go. Then what? I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys or that sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly, but then I met Morin. We were on a date, can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulinian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds she told me it hissed. That's how they met. This is beyond significant for them. It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of a wind. The way it moved, the color, how some of its limbs were white like marble. It matched perfectly with what I've known from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might given up hope years ago. If it's no exaggeration to say she restored my faith in my profession. He looks at her with admiration, forgetting a wide smile on his face. You were on a date? Our first, yes. The old woman looks at her husband tenderly. The glaze is tender, yes, but tempered with something else, a thought that she can't express even to him. Interesting. Its limbs are white? Not all of them. There are some white colorations reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends. How big was it? It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case. Maybe you imagined it, Lena. How could she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about the phasmid. This is the main thing here. What makes it a confirmed sighting? She had no previous knowledge of the insect. So she couldn't have made it up or imagined it. That's true, yes. I'm almost certain neither of my mother nor grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my stories as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena. She lowers her voice, imitating a boy. You trying to tell us you saw the Insulinian phasmid out there by the reeds? Get out of here. They'll just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me stop dreaming, but I saw it. Kim, what do you think of this? I thought it was a wonderful story, ma'am. He closes his notes and gives her a simple smile, but I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day, sure to make up stories and then end up believing them. Thanks for sharing this with me. You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day, so warm. And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere. I don't like that hat. I like my hat better than that. We got the 8-eyed Terraton tie. A slender bolo tied held together by an antique clasp in the shape of a bird skull. The skull features 8 cavities for eyes. It's disturbing, but you can't look away. It's Inland Empire and Volition. It's looking like that. That's looking great. That's like the Witcher medallion. But I'm taking my horrific necktie because it's my friend. God damn it. Can't put away my friend. Do you have something to say?
Always a pleasure to see officers.
Okay, you have nothing to tell me, crypto-fascist?
I couldn't possibly shower thanks on you as enthusiastically as my wife has, but I am grateful for your assistance, officer.
He tries to play it cool, remain professional, but inside this man is itching for some news on those traps. Did you know Gary was hiding the armor? Hell no, I had no idea, and I'm still cross with him. To be honest, it's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty or disloyalty are none of them. Thanks, the man mutters in the distance. He doesn't dare say more. He's still glad his friend stood up for him. So I checked all the traps. Good, okay, and one of them was empty. Completely empty? Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid. No locusts, but no phasmids either. That's not ideal, but the empty trap was one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it somehow. Definitely left that one stocked. Right from the campsite, it just means the Insulinian phasmid is even more clever than we thought. She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them. Of course, more clever. You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you tread lightly. Yes, the Phasmodia picked up the locust and escaped. This is good news. Though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, making them more secure. His companion sighs. Another trip to the reeds. Are you sure you've exhausted all the alternative explanations? Of course we have. Wait, Morin, he may have a point. We have an obligation to rule out other hypotheses. You're right, dear, it's a fair point. But what other explanation would there be? Pardon me, this is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now. and brought great news too. My gratitude and the gratitude of the Society Cryptozoologique de Revachol is yours. Heartfelt gratitude, but does it feel like closure what really happened? Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing. Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out in the window impatiently. Wow. Oh, we have to return to Idiot Doom Spiral? Check Island and Boardwalk for bullet traces. Okay. And find the murder weapon and find the arm. Okay.
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of a new trap.
Kuno. Develop an alternative theory about the missing locusts. Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person had small enough to fit inside the trap too. You should ask the red-headed boy Kuno. I think a little hooligan called Kuno might have stolen the locusts. A little hooligan, but what a child want with bugs? A shadow of worry passes over the woman's face. Oh my dear Morel, you've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks. I talk to a little gremlin and see if something comes up. Delinquents, my favorite. Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close. Well, I see you got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play Serenity, but no more field trips for me. After this is your last chance to talk to Gary. Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play Serenity, but... Then I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open, they steal it, even if it's bugs. Well, it's been fun already, but I need a bath and I need to have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I'm gonna run. No, I need to apologize, Gary. You've been more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of Serenity today, though. We're gonna follow this through. So, could I buy the Serenity game to do something with them here? No idea.
Always a pleasure. I mean, officers.
Do you have... Okay, he does have nothing more to say. I wanted to see. Yeah, I think we're done with him. So let's talk to Kuno then. And we still have to talk to Klasia about the boy. I have no idea how to pronounce that. B-U-O-Y. Boy is the best I can come up with. Why is this still interactable? This is where I started off with my motor carriage before sinking it in the sea. No wonder the cafeteria manager seemed frustrated when he was giving us directions to the yard. Well, you did provide us with a very convenient access point to the crime scene. Let's talk to the little gremlin over here.
Kuno saw your wheel backhand! Sweet graffito action, pig! Kuno likes that delinquent shit!
Papa's bad to the bone, Kuno, rotten to the core. Kuno's pass? You're just shit as life. Now, what's your case with Kuno? You won't happen to know anything about any missing locusts? No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs. So he knows locusts are bugs. Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame. Shut up, C. No, they're gonna take you to lame prison. She sounds like she's about to cry out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness. What's this about? Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up. Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present. Lame, that rings some bells. Could this be connected to the Night City? aka the City of Rage. Kuno, is this about Rage City? Oh god, Kuno, no, it's gonna happen now, they're gonna make you lame. Stop it, see? No one's gonna make anyone lame, Kuno's got this under control. There's definitely something going on here. You should check out Kuno's shack, the one with the pig set. Wait. What was over there? Okay. Seems we have to go over there too. At least for the 1 XP we get for clicking there. It will just tell me that it's closed now, yeah? I assume. We have a new thing over here. It's crawling with locusts in there. All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising, accommodations for the insectoid inhabitants? Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case. Lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook and turns to you. Of the locust, for the missing locust case, which is a subcase of the imaginary insect case, so at least that's going well. Yes, that's precisely what I was thinking. Yes, I feel we're nearing a real breakthrough. You think the Insulindian phasmid is nearby? If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from the taps, it was Kuno. The phasmid doesn't exist. But what do I know? Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was somewhere near here. The phasmid is impairing your judgment. We should talk to Kuno about this, get him to stop. I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You're doing just fine. Confront him about the locusts. Nothing new here. Kuno is the phasmid. Can't be. And Lena did see the phasmid, really, so... Hey, speak to Kuno.
Yes?
No, to Kuno. Oh, go away, Kitsuragi.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up. Yeah, Kuno took the bug, so what? So it wasn't a phasmid, a wave of disappointment washes over you. I was really hoping it would be the reed phasmid that ate the locust, not you, Kuno. Yeah, well, Kuno is all you got, bitch. You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town. It's not bug town, it's city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit, they come out of the sky like fucking shadows, shit descends. Stop! She waves from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands. Locusts come down like a shadow. This might be the Night City he had mentioned when you asked him where he's been. So that in there is Night City. Yeah, Locust City, City of Rage, City of Lights. There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. City of Rage sounds like a cool place. Kuno the pig wants to help you. That's how lame it is. Please just say you're an artist. Maybe I'm an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now. Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno cooler. Making art is worth recalling. I'm something of an artist myself. Oh my god, Kuno, he's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno. Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's own man. Kuno is free. He tears the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give away. Kuno has made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno make himself into a foot. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away. In it you hear some snow melting. A lean silence fills the art. In it you hear the snow melting, dripping from the reefs. Someone's closing a window. So that's what it's about. It depends on the choices you make, young girl. Without a word, she disappears behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He's turned completely red now, with splotches of white begin to disappear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone. I need you to stop taking locusts from the taps. The cryptozoologist is trying to find something very important. These locusts are bait. I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit's all lame now. She was right. The girl's face appears again above the fence just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno. I have to ask, what does City of Locusts mean? It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Bitch shit when he's sipping out. Fuck. Pig, you really should have fucked with Kuno's city? No, it's all fucking lame. What's going to happen to the locusts? Kuno's gotta let the fucking locusts die. You know, that said it. I'd better be off. Did I say no to anything? I don't remember being offered a choice to do something good with Locust City. The fuck are they trying to catch anyway with the traps? The Insulinian phasmid. Huh. He recognizes the name. Wait, you know what the Insulinian phasmid is? Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of the shit. There's silence between the two children. They are not saying anything to each other nor looking in each other's direction. Kuno has promised to stop.
Fuck this Kuno kid!
Okay. Report back, then go to class here. We still need 30 more bucks for the thing.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with his kid Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts. So it was just a chat. Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again. She acts shipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts, it's something else. Yes, you're right. We just need to restock the empty traps, then we need to inspect the traps one more time, and then maybe we can... The aging cryptozoologist breaks into a hideous laugh, coughing fit. Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home. You're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer. We've come too far to quit. I'm gonna restock the trap. Let's do this. We're getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine, it's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast, but after this, he wants to see this tale through as much as you, otherwise he'd have stopped this already, but he cannot let it drag out after this. Really, it's too much, officer, he starts coughing again. What morale means, we're grateful for your help. Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel, and thank you again. We will definitely mention you should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but this could show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers, no question about that. Got another point. Again. First restock the trap you left empty before. The trick is to remember which one it was. A cardboard box filled with several rows, a little holes in the lid. Though at first glance the box seems perfectly ordinary, upon closer examination it's obvious that it's been prepared with great care. Then let's talk to Glacier about... We had something to discuss with Glacier. I don't remember what, but we had something to discuss. One part of it is that we had the body removed, so that may help. That's new because there's no corpse there now. The corpse is no longer there. Oh. She did leave no tear. No new tear here. At least we got 20 cents from that. Centime, I'm sorry. It's always such a long walk out here.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
I found your boy. It was empty, just seawater. Oh. Did you take the documents? No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them. She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuinely spooked by their disappearance. Perhaps the people who are after you took it. They couldn't know where I put it. I'm absolutely sure I was not followed, and I've told no one but you. You mentioned seawater? I was worried I'd been too careless with the hedge. The documents were probably just washed away. The words washed away sound distant and strange suddenly. Somewhere far away a dog barks. Why do I feel like you've won here? I really don't know, sir. I certainly don't feel like I've won. I feel like shit, sir, all the time. A bitter smile. She smiles a bitter little smile. She means it. But this turned out well for you. You've slipped past all the suspicions. Clearly I haven't. We're having this conversation, aren't we? How well could I have gone? I mean, the wet wind, heavy with brine, industrial pollution from the stacks nearby, rough as her hair. I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for I don't know how long. I like to call this my rooftop containment facility. What are you contained for then? For my sins, of course, the long-standing sins of a bad, frivolous person. For destroying my first love, for working for bad people, the list goes on and on. This all turned out well enough for you. You somehow managed to not become a suspect. Did I? Why do I still feel suspicion hanging over me then? What I managed was to get him killed. I'm the love that does people in, remember? Lieutenant looks away over the railing. He feels uncomfortable with the conversation. He doesn't know what to add. Something seems off with this theory I've developed about Ruby. I don't know what to say. It seems all fortuitous for you. None of this is fortuitous for me. The dried flowers on the roof. Could Ruby have left them? These don't fit with anything. The what? Oh, those ones. I don't know, sir. I said I have no idea what to make of them. Honestly, I think they're just trash. I mean, there's no reason for me to think they're somehow connected to her. That's it then, I guess. She nods carefully. There's a suddenly strange glint in her eyes, not malicious, but dangerous. I'm still not completely sure that she's not done it. Okay, let's go to Frit to get rid of my tear bottles. And then we'll have to go to Drunk Guy to give him his jacket again. Oh, my mouse is blinking at me saying that the battery is going low. We'll exchange that during my next pause. Brit, and then the drunk guy. To get into that container up there. But we have very few leads to follow up on. Nothing. Okay. We got our 80 cents. We still need to collect a bit more to have... I think that's the last place. No, we're missing a fallen shirt and the armor trousers still. So we still have to look around. There's a bottle lying just there. No, we are still missing the helmet too. It should have been somewhere in the water, but we didn't find it at all the beaches. Huh. I know which one I left empty. It was not this one. Go around here.
Tequila Sunset.
I found your jacket. Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man. Give him the jacket. Let me see. What? That isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is so fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this? What do you expect? I'm sorry I found it like this. I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an unrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before or find a dumpster to burn it in. Lieutenant inspects your jacket in your hands. You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing. Wash it. According to the man, jackets was last seen. Okay. Wash it. There's a washerwoman.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me? I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long? Hell yeah. I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day, the lieutenant says, rubbing his thigh. Yeah, I'll wait. Well, hand it over then. I'll see what I can do. It's a fallen jacket. Must say I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you can take better care of it than its last owner. Goodbye, I'm off. I found his jacket now. What? There was a new interactable, it said. Weird. Ah, the interactable has vanished. It's half light and pain threshold, but minus drama. Its windbreaker is like a protective cocoon, placing the wearer's torso in the pocket universum where wind, water, dirt and fire cannot harm them. Huge writing 100% synthetic is proudly displayed on the chest. It lets absolutely no air through. Warning, item not actually fireproof. I don't want to give that away.
Tequila Sunset.
I want to see if I can get it back, and if I don't get it back, I'm gonna save scum that, I think. Okay, here's your jacket, fresh washed. My jacket, yeah, the one you had me clean the seagull shit off to. A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his body, then back at you. What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila? You're saying this isn't your jacket? Fun? That's medium concept stuff, not my style at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should lay off the booze. It's fucking with your head. It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends and girlfriend. I'm calling it. It's neurological. Euros, I'm keeping in the jacket for myself. This shit is so medium concept I wouldn't touch it with a stick, but yeah, okay, I'm sure it looks great on you. It's an okay jacket, if you are into that look. You seen you. Okay, let's step aside for a second. I have something to talk to you about.
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
My style, what about it? To be perfectly blunt, you dress like a blood-hungry mercenary. I am wearing it in case we get into a firefight. It might feel good to play Super Merc, but you might want to ask if it's actually helping you solve the case. You know the expression, the clothes that make the man? The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world. You're a sharp-dressing man. I could be style buddies with you. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective. A warm smile. Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. That was the confirmation for me that I got the last piece of stuff. So I have... No, I can't. I don't have the shoes. I'm still missing the shoes. What does the jacket look like? Or at least it fits with the other stuff. If I'm wearing that, then the hat makes more sense. Okay. Good. No need to save scan that. I wanted to have it off my to-do list. I need to find one piece of armor, the murder weapon. Check the... I think we have to solve the mural for this, so we can ascend to the roof. And we have to check the tent for this with the island. And the mural will also get me to Ruby. That's for later. And then I have to do the fast method. I think we're running out of quests here. But we'll get new quests in the church. But if we're in this church, we are at the last possible point. So if we discover that, if we discover the way into that, no, there's a door in the front of it. Whatever. Okay, let's do that in the next episode. So we'll start the next episode by putting the locusts into there. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.